From old school pubs to limestone kilns to massive windmills and a boatload of shops down the famous sea road. Yes guys, welcome to Fulwell. Fulwell Windmill, built in 1808 and made out of local magnesian limestone. Apparently it's the only working windmill in the northeast currently. And what a structure. Now, although it says that the windmill currently works, it doesn't look like it's doing a lot today. Does anybody know? Is this windmill normally open to the public, as in going inside? Because currently there's a lot of railings and a lot of locks going on, as you can see. So let me know, can the public access this windmill? There's also a little bit of a side entrance if you go up the steps that also leads you, I think, to Fulwell Quarry. So maybe there's like a side entrance to it, I don't know. But we're going to head this way. I think this is as close as we're going to get, guys, because as you can see, more railings, more locks. I suppose if it isn't open on the inside, how close do you need to get to a windmill? But it would be nice to see inside someday, if that's possible, of course. But from what I gather, Fulwell Quarry is this way, and that's our next destination. En route to the quarry, guys, and a couple of things to point out on this little route here. We've got some allotments behind us, but then we've also got, in the distance a bit there, the driving range. But there's also a Miller and Carter and things there. I don't know if we'll be heading that far. We'll have to see how far this path goes and how far the quarry is, because to be honest, I don't think I've ever been to Fulwell Quarry. Fulwell's acoustic mirror, unfortunately hidden behind allotments and locked gates, but I'm hoping you can see it through this gap because it's got a plaque on the side as well. Built in 1917, during World War I, it was actually used to detect German Zeppelins in the air. The way it would work and alert people as to the aircraft approaching is it would concentrate the sound waves, with it being a concave structure, and those sound waves will be sent to an operator of some sort via a listening device. Pretty cool, right? Even if we can't get full access to it. Now, it's actually a grade 2 listed structure as well, so it's protected. I'm going to try and see if we can get a closer look at this blue plaque that you kind of see on places of interest in the Sunderland area. But again, it's a shame that like you can't access it properly, with it being such an important piece of history. Yeah, so this is as far as we can get, I think. Interesting nonetheless. Then continue to the quarry. Well guys, upon further inspection of Google Maps, Fulwell Quarry is the same quarry that we accessed in the Carley Hill and Marley Potts videos. So we're not going to venture again to see the same quarry, but if you do want to see the quarry, which was quite an impressive structure, then have a look at the Carley Hill and the Marley Potts videos that we did earlier on the page. But I always thought there were two separate things. Who knew? Never mind, more steps. Now, of course, just because we're not going to the quarry again doesn't mean I can't toss out a couple of factoids for you guys to enjoy. So, apparently the quarry has been quarrying limestone for over 200 years, and it's also home to some rare magnesian limestone plants, metal stone plants. Who knew? Every day's a school day. Fulwell lime kilns. So these were used to process limestone from Fulwell quarry, again for over 200 years. And they were actually still functioning up until 1957, which isn't that long ago really. But what better way to celebrate these wonderful structures and limestone kilns than to park a load of cars in front of it and build a Pullman / Skoda / Volkswagen garage, really setting off the history and the culture of the place. Fulwell, what's going on? Another plaque hidden behind shrubbery and all kinds. Now it's just repeating the information that I've told you guys, but Fulwell, what's going on? All your history's hidden behind a lock or a tree or a garage or padlocked allotments. Your history should be celebrated and accessible to the public, in my opinion, because of course without the history the area wouldn't be what it is today. It just feels like we've started, we can hardly access anything when it should all be shown off. And I'm not one to complain, as you know, each to their own, but these are the types of things that should be celebrated, not hidden away behind locks, cars, bushes and allotments. Station Road, there'll be a few things to see here, and then it's going to lead us on to the famous Sea Road, which has a ton to see. Lots of shops. It's likely that's where we're going to be going somewhere for food as well. Just along one massive stretch. The train line. Apparently the desserts in here are lush. I don't know if this is necessarily going to be the place we'll go for some food, but definitely somewhere to check out if you're in the Fulwell area. We've also got Seaburn Metro Station here, and across the way we've got Marina Avenue. I like the name of the streets here. It's got Station Road, Marina Avenue, all containing links to the area and what the area is proud of. This is more like at Fulwell. The old fire station, and now, to be fair, some lovely looking flats. Don't have any dates unfortunately as to when the fire station closed, so we might have to do a bit of research off camera for that one. But then, as predicted, we've got loads to see down this street. I mean, we've got shops galore here, as you can see. But then something that caught my eye was this cafe here, the Play Cafe Sunderland, which we'll have a closer look at. Homemade food, crepes and cakes, hot drinks, I'm sold. But it looks like it's for families and it's got babies and toddler classes, which is good to have opportunities like that for families to reach out to and have a venue to check out. We've also got a furniture centre if you needed a sofa or something. The Bluebell pub, established as you can see in 1855, but apparently there's been a pub on this site since 1801. Class. Now this pub's went through some major renovations recently and it opened back up in 2025. From what I gather, it's taken more of a sports bar type feel, but it looks class, and of course keeping with the blue theme that matches the name. Millview Social Club, or otherwise known in the 1920s as Fulwell Workmen's Club. Quite an interesting place in that it got bombed in 1942 during the Second World War, but then like a phoenix from the ashes, it rose again in 1957 as Millview Social Club. Now I'm pretty sure I used to go in there with me Darnie's pals back in the day for a cheeky pint of Pepsi Max, of course. And I think you had to get signed in by a member, which is quite old school. Like it in a way. So much to take in Sea Road, guys. Lots of shops. So I'm just going to list a few as we go. For instance, the train line deli, which I'm assuming is linked to the other one up the road. Cards and gifts that side as well. But then there's a coffee shop here called Oscar's, which looks canny to be fair, although I don't know if we'll be using the outdoor seat in the day. This on the corner used to be Lloyd's Bank. Not quite sure what it's been turned into like, but here you go. There's some right old school shops along Sea Road, like you've got Barlow's over there, fruit and veg, and then you've got a fishery up here, Diamond Fisheries. Kind of shops you don't see very often now, old school trades, but it's nice to see them about still. Check out this shop, guys. Truly Gifted, looking splendid and festive. Christmas is coming, that's for sure. Tell you what else I'm enjoying seeing down Sea Road. You're spoiled for choice when it comes to like local food vendors and local businesses to go somewhere for food or a cuppa. Like we've got Rosemary's coffee shop over here. But then there's loads up the street as well that I've tried to point out as we go. And that's the feeling of Sea Road. Yes, you've got a couple of like chainy bits like Greg's and that. But then you've also got the local community and the local businesses. And it looks like everyone in the local area is supporting them. Which is great because, like I said, with the fruit and veg and the fisheries, local businesses, particularly after COVID and that, it's quite difficult to keep going and maintain. And this is where the community comes together and supports each other. Love it. More interesting shops, guys. Check these out. East Coast Ink, how cool does that look? And then we've got the Flying Boat, which looks like another pub. Got some nice flags flying here. High and proud with Sunderland badges on, of course. Just as an aside, Sunderland are playing Bournemouth today. What's the score going to be, John? I hear you asking. It's going to be 2-1 the lads. Where are you going from, Kayla?
2-1 to that.
2-1. Fingers crossed. Again, obviously, if we're wrong, we'll cut them predictions and read out the video. Now, as we get a bit further down, guys, here we have... There you go, Michaela said it for us. Fulwell Junior School. Looks like a very old building. Let us know. Did you go to Fulwell Junior School? Any happy memories? Any not so happy memories? Let us know. But this looks like I say, very old school. Almost like Beamish-esque. But anyway, here it's here. The Mad Hatter. Somebody mentioned go here for food, so that's exactly what we're doing. Also, side note, yes, I forgot to do this intro before I went in, and yes, my quote's on the back of a chair, and yes, I am smuggling peanuts, forgive us. But let's get in and see what they're offering.
More for me, isn't it?
Check out the menus. In the shape of a hat, no less. It's all linking in, it's very clever. Yes guys, food has arrived and we've gone for a steak and onion chia batter and chips. Look at that bad boy. Looks insane. I'll show you what Michaela's working with as well. Michaela, what we got?
Chicken mozzarella and sweet chili ciabatta with fries and a bit of salad.
Looks unreal. I didn't get the salad because I'm trying to save calories. But anyway, I'll get you sat down and we'll get tucked in. Gonna start with the chips. Always save the best till last. Sea salt. A lovely thick chip. And nice and soft on the inside as well. Really good chips. Bit of ketchup as well. Woohoo! Lovely. But why are we all here? For the main event, of course. Look at that one. Check that out. That is lovely. The steak's really well done. Not well done, but well done. I wouldn't normally have my steak this rare, but it's really tasty. And the onions are really nice as well. Nice bun as well. Don't think I've even ever had like a steak and onion chia batter before, with a proper steak, that is. But it is lovely. The steak's nice and juicy as well. By the way, what a lovely venue the Mad Hatter is. If I give you the old spinneroonie, check this out. Fantastic. So we're gonna demolish this and then we're gonna finish off a couple of places and then go for dessert as well. Because of course you know we've got to end on dessert. See you soon. Sorry guys, I keep forgetting to mention the price in these places and then I'm like halfway through and realise. So this was $13.20. You could get salad with this as well. $13.20, considering it's like steak and good steak as well. So yeah, now I can officially demolish this food. Chips. Check out this funky looking house with like castle type vibes as the shape. Not quite sure what the story is behind this, but it looks class. A blue plaque on the side, so I'm hoping that this is explaining what's behind the walls, i.e. that castle house. It says that this plaque is for Wing Commander Claude Alwood Ridley, and he was born at Mayor Knowles House, which I'm hoping, like I say, is that castle house. A second lieutenant in the Royal Fusiliers, attached to the Royal Flying Corps in 1915 as a pilot, and he was awarded the Military Cross for action against Zeppelin raids. So yeah, contributed a lot to the war effort. We're also getting dangerously close to Seaburn here. I mean, case in point, check it out. Seaburn Gardens. But there's war memorials, or at least one, down here that someone wanted us to check out. So that's what we're going to do before heading back up Sea Road and finishing off at a few places where you can see the sea. Funky World War I memorial. Check this out. Quite a unique one, to be fair. And Donna, I know you mentioned that your great uncle is featured on this memorial. So here we have George Ryall. And then on the back, there's another reference that says remember them all. And we're not quite sure what this funky shape here is. But we're surmising that this is a reference to, of course, the German counterparts, and considering it was a world war, everyone else from all the other countries who sadly lost their lives fighting. But again, a lovely touch. It does say on the front here that it was erected by the inhabitants of Fulwell as well. Brilliant. So as you can see, guys, dangerously close to the coast. It's time to head back up Sea Road and get right into Fulwell again. It's just started spotting on and all, as my nana would say. So the beige cap may have to make an appearance. Juliet, guys, ho, you best believe it. It's time for some dessert. This place got recommended a lot as well, so I'm expecting good things. I've already seen pink slices in the window, which is a good start. But let's see what else there is.
No, thank you. I could have 2 packs of those bosoms on shirt.
Yes, guys, Juliet's for dessert, and I went for this absolute brick here, otherwise known as a Russian cake. Look at that thing. Now, it's got some weight behind it. It's like a doorstop, but apparently it's all the sponges put together and then rum essence, and it's kind of left to soak it all up with the sponges. I don't even know where you would start with this. Let's start with the icing and that, I suppose.
You've got to tell them, best shot in Fulwell, that one.
There you go, this fella's saying best shot in Fulwell, Juliet.
Agreed.
Everyone's agreeing. But my God, that is delicious. The icing's lovely. You can really taste the rum as well. But then we've got the 2nd, 3rd and 4th and 100th layer to get through as well. Oh wow. I'm having a real moment here, guys, with this. Like, this is the perfect dessert for me. There's so much sweetness, so many flavours. I love dense desserts as well, where you've got to like proper fight your tongue through it. Unbelievable. So yes, Juliet's definitely worth the trip if you're in the Fulwell area. The Russian cake in particular, ideal. We also have, of course, the Sunderland famous pink slice. Now that's what Michaela's got, but of course I'm going to have a little bit because it's my vlog and I do what I want. Please. Here we go. Pink slice. Oh my God. The taste of Sunderland never gets old. Beautiful. Right. Dessert's finished for now. Let's crack on with the rest of Fulwell. Fulwell Community Library. This was reopened in 2017 as part of a local community initiative. And it has things like cafes, a play area, computers, and other types of bits and bobs for the local community, which is brilliant. I always advocate for places like this for the community to access. Check it. It's also got a lovely festive themed garden going on, which we'll try and capture. Check it out, man. A lovely little space. Dancer and Prancer kicking about and all. Beautiful. Guys, if you're enjoying the vlogs, drop us a follow on Facebook, and if you want to see the whole vlog, check me out on YouTube. Thanks for the support. Fulwell Methodist Church, finished being built in 1961, and it's got a variety of little initiatives and activities for the community as well, if we check the old board out. So we've got things like warm space, messy Christmas, and a bunch of other events that I'm assuming they update the board with. But then we also have, peeking round the side of the church, Mere Knowles Cemetery. Now I believe this road is called Dovedale Road. I think I've been down here recently because I think I've took my mum to the dentist down here a few times before. We've also got Ambleside Terrace there. And as you can see, quite a few more streets. Quite a residential area, this one. Fulwell Day Centre, a place offering adult social care and other social services, run by Sunderland City Council. Including, once upon a time, me cousin Rachel, God rest her soul, who used to come here for respite and other kind of day services and support. A cracking facility, like I say, run by the council. So I think this is an appropriate place to finish the Fulwell vlog. We've seen quite a bit, to be fair. I didn't realise Fulwell was so big and had so much going on. Seen the windmill, been down Sea Road, got some delicious treats. That Russian cake, man, ridiculous. So yeah, I guess we'll conclude it here. Where next? That's the question. But in the meantime, look after yourselves.